Hi, this is Dr. Vicente, and this video lecture is for week 6 of our course. And the video lecture today focuses on organizational culture and the workplace. Take note again that the video lectures are primarily designed as catalysts for you to engage with the assigned reading for the week, and they should not be viewed as a substitute. For this week, we're going to take a look at one of the seminal works. When I mean seminal, what I mean is a landmark paper, and you can tell by virtue of the number of people who use this article, the number of quotes that you find in relation to this particular paper. The title is The Role of the Founder in Creating Organizational Culture, which is published in the Organizational Dynamics, 1983, and published by Edgar Schein. So Edgar Schein is a former professor of the MIT Sloan School of Management, and he is known as the father of organizational development. So if we engage with the theme of capacity development, particularly leaders, we need to look at the seminal work of Edgar Schein. In this particular article, you can see that it is really divided into 4 main sections. In the first section, he defines what organizational culture is all about. This is a very important contribution that Professor Edgar Schein has made into the literature of leadership development, as well as organizational and capacity development. The next section of the article looks at culture and how organizational cultures begin. And he does that by looking at the role of what he defines as the founder, or the one who starts an organization. The third section is probably the meatiest, more substantive of the entire article, where he describes how cultural elements are embedded. And in this section, he looks at different examples, different cases. Finally, he looks at this dilemma that in the time that he wrote this paper, which was in the early 80s, he looked at what was emerging as a founder/owner versus a professional manager. In this article that I ask you to engage with, one quotation that I wanted you to look at is the following: such a transition cannot be made effectively if the succession problem is seen only in power or political terms. And then he continues by saying that culture must be analyzed and understood. We need to remember that this was really groundbreaking work during his time, because in the 80s it was very mechanical, organizational type of perspective, and it was Edgar Schein who first looked at the importance of culture. You can continue looking at his work. This is the 5th edition of his landmark book, Organizational Culture and Leadership. And as I mentioned, when we look at the theme of organizational culture and the workplace, Edgar Schein's work stands out as one of the seminal sources that we need to be familiar with. Thank you.